Welcome back, guys. There is so much to talk about today. Obviously, we all know what's going on in Israel and Iran. The markets tanked last night. Crypto dropped pretty heavily. Altcoins are taking a massive, massive hit, and Bitcoin is falling. It fell from about 108,500 to about 102,000, and we're back sitting at about 105,500. And, it's one of those things that's unexpected that people get the fear and they sell the quickest thing that they can, which is Bitcoin and their altcoins. Altcoins are taking a massive hit. Cardano is down like 10%. XRP is down like 7%. Things aren't looking good. But Bitcoin is resilient and it's holding up very, very nicely. The fact it's only down about 1% the day after this huge attack on Iran is mind-blowing to me, and actually very interesting because gold is up today. Bitcoin's down a little, but Bitcoin is this new modern era gold that's now, establishing itself and becoming that safe haven asset that we all know it is. I'm going to get right into it today. Let's dive in. Remember, everything I say isn't financial advice. Let's do it. So Israel bombed Iran. The stock market is closed. Anthony Popliano is one of the smartest investors that I know. Wall Street has to wait 12 hours to react. So last night when everybody was selling off their Bitcoin, what about people that have all that money in the stock market? What are they going to do? They can't do anything. So the first thing that they're going to resort to is selling off their Bitcoin, hence the price drop. Stocks don't trade 24/7 in 2025. That's absurd. We have Ondo Finance bringing everything on chain very soon. So we have something to look forward to with that aspect. You'll be able to trade your Tesla, Apple, whatever stock it is, 24/7, which is awesome, which is why Ondo is probably going to blow up. It's one of my favorite altcoins, and it's at a super cheap price today, about 72 cents. Bitcoin's crashed to prices not seen since last week. Guys, Bitcoin used to drop 10% during news like this, during war. Now it's that global reserve asset that everybody is flooding into. 1% drop the day after a war is about to take place is absurd. Absolutely absurd. Bitcoin is sitting at 105,500. We're still at the best support level we could be in, above $100,000. Like, what more can you ask for? This is the opportunity that you need to take on a dip to really dollar cost in, go with your gut, and put your money into where you think everything is going long term. Amazon and Apple report that they're launching their own stablecoins. This is awesome. Soon every store will be launching its own stablecoins. I think I saw yesterday that Coinbase linked up with Shopify, so people can actually spend money on Shopify with their Coinbase account now. That's awesome. People are going to be using stablecoins everywhere once this bill is passed, and it's going to happen very soon. So stablecoins, if you don't know, are pretty much coins that are stable. They are 1-to-1 ratio. So 1 USDC or 1 USDT is equivalent to 1 US dollar. And they're backed and pegged by the US dollar so that, if you want to take profits in some of your cryptos, you could just swap them directly into stablecoins, wait for that dip you're all waiting for, and then get right back in. Senator Lummis, President Trump supports the Bitcoin Act. I'm tracking this. I'll provide a link in the description below, but I've been tracking this a lot on the Congress website. I'm ready for it. It needs to go past the Senate, then it needs to pass the House, and then, this bill is going to get put into place where the U.S. purchases 200,000 Bitcoins a year for the next 5 years. So the bill states that the U.S. will even tap into some of the gold reserves as well. I'm so stoked for this. I'm ready. The Bitcoin Reserve Act is going to be one of the biggest financial shifts in the history of the stock market, in the history of Wall Street. I can't wait for it. Cynthia Lummis, if you don't know her, is a senator from Wyoming. Super brilliant woman. She always speaks at all these Bitcoin conferences. If you don't know her, check her out because she really has a lot of insightful things to say about Bitcoin's future. So here's a little fun fact. If Bitcoin can close above $119,000 in Q2, Michael Saylor makes history. MicroStrategy will post the largest quarterly earnings in human history. Bigger than Apple, bigger than Tesla, bigger than Nvidia, bigger than Meta, bigger than any company that you know. This guy is a superhuman when it comes to stacking sats. He knows what he's doing. He's long-term bullish, as are we all, because we're all here right now, aren't we? And I think he's doing amazing things. I'm highly allocated into his stock and his sub-proxies. I think what he's doing is great, and I really hope to see this happen because he is one of my favorite people in the crypto space. I listen to every video that I hear him speak on, and I think he has a lot of really good information to give us all Bitcoin investors. Chainlink and JP Morgan teamed up. Chainlink is down super heavy today. It's a great price to get in. But they partnered using Ondo Finance's technology to bring real assets on chain, like I was mentioning earlier. So you'll be able to trade everything you could trade on Wall Street 24/7, which is how it's supposed to be. as an American citizen, why would I not want access to my funds at all times? Like, why would I not want to be able to go in if something happens in the world and sell my Tesla stock? Not that I would, because I think selling off assets during turmoil is a really bad idea because it's just FUD. But this is something that people are going to be able to do 24/7 now. No 9 to 4 trading hours. The market's always going to be moving. And that's how it should be, like the crypto market. People should have access to their funds at all times. Coinbase teamed up with American Express, and they're dropping a 4% back in Bitcoin rewards credit card. This is awesome. You have to be a Coinbase One member, and the membership's about $29.99 a month. I was a Coinbase One member for about 6 months, and I just recently switched to Kraken because the zero trading fees for only $4.99 a month on Kraken pretty much sold me. But Coinbase One members, if you are, you'll be able to get this credit card pretty soon where you're earning 4% back in Bitcoin. That's a lot. And that's something, you could consider as a dollar cost in for the year. I don't know how much you guys spend on your credit cards, but I put everything on my credit cards, and to earn 4% back in Bitcoin would be fantastic. And the really cool thing about this card too is, check this out. They put the Bitcoin Genesis block on the Coinbase Amex card. That is the first block that Bitcoin was actually mined on back in 2009 by Satoshi. A little cool gimmick to add to the credit card to make it look pretty sleek. Lastly, Scott Bessent is being eyed as the next Fed chair. Jerome Powell's got to go. We've had enough. The crypto community wants to see him out. He's not doing his job. He's denying inflation even exists, which is the most absurd thing I've ever heard. And he's just not cutting rates. The sooner he does, the sooner he'll get out of office. I mean, Trump's probably going to remove him anyway. And Scott Bessent, super bullish on crypto. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. I know the world is getting crazy. Like, there is turmoil, there's warfare, there's so many factors that go into the markets, and you really got to be careful. Don't over leverage, 2 to 3x leverage only. Put your crypto on hard drives. I'll be making another video showcasing my ledgers and my treasures to show you guys how I store my crypto safely. And just be careful, because you never know which way the market is going to go. Always have some cash on hand. Be ready to invest a little bit every day. Take your profits, reallocate into things that are lagging or behind or down, and trade safely.